What's up, YouTube? Back with another video. LA Mamba. It is December 3, 2023. It's Sunday, 2:25 p.m. We are closed for the day. Alright guys, well, this is the second video of today. And yeah, it was a very good day. We closed the shop. And very profitable. There was a lot of sales, new tires, discounted tires, the new ones, and used ones, labors, and patches, and a sensor. Very, very good. I'm just very happy to be in this business, very blessed. And if you're doing everything good, you know, you're gonna have opportunities in different places. Again, I know people like, oh no, not the real estate again. And I'm just saying. But here you go, real estate, right? You know, it's like so check it out. So like it's you come into work, you bust your ass, you make some money, and then you go to, you know, go back home, and then the next day all over again, right? So by the end of the week, you have a certain amount of money saved. Whatever you're trying to do, you know, savings or investing and stuff. But just an example, right? For tomorrow, this is how it's gonna happen tomorrow. So I'm gonna come to work. I'm going to open up. And then I'm going to leave at about 11 o'clock. And then I'm going to head to a city that's about an hour, 20 minutes away or something like that. An hour 30. I'm not sure how far is it, but it's not that far from me. I mean, the trip, you know how it is? Every time you make the trip, it just feels like it's faster, you know? So I'm going to go out there and I'm going to do a cash for keys deal. So a cash for keys means you give a person cash and they move out and they give you the keys. So pretty much, let's say a tenant that has not been paying rent, and you know they're gonna get out anyways because you're gonna evict them. So you offer them, hey, well, I'm gonna give you cash instead, just move out like sooner. Or like a person that it is paying the rent, but like they have a big old mess and you're tired of dealing with them, and you need the place cleaned up, and they don't want to clean because they're just not that type of person. So you gotta get them out because it's always gonna be dirty. The property's always gonna be dirty if they're always there. So you do cash for keys, you upgrade the unit, get market rents, and get a good tenant that lives there, right? In this case, this is not my property. This is a property of a friend, and they live out of state, and it's a combination of, they live out of state, they're not American. I mean, they're, I guess with the visas, I don't know if they're considered Americans or not, but they're Canadians, right? And so they bought a property here. It's a mobile home park, and they first of all don't like the mobile home park. Like, I can tell they just don't like it. It's always, they talk about it like a dread, like, oh man, that thing again. And second of all, they're not even here, so they can't even handle it, period. So they have property manager and me. They have me that I help. I'm their friend, and I'm really good with real estate. So they pretty much came to me one day and said, hey, can you help me out with this thing? And I was like, yeah, I'd love to. That thing is, for me, is like fun, and I love real estate. Real estate is fun to me. So this one tenant that they have has a big old mess, and that guy just never cleans, and it just, as a matter of fact, the mess gets bigger and bigger, and it makes the mobile home park look nasty. It looks ugly. So they got tired of it. Well, they always been tired of it. And I came to them and said, well, why don't you just get rid of the guy, man? I told him like a long time ago, like years ago. when I started helping them out, and they no, and then years pass by, and then like, oh, I'm tired of this guy, and I'm like, dude, why don't you just get rid of him? Like I told you like years ago. And then I told him, this is how you do it. You do cash for keys, and let me handle it. You know what I mean? And they're like, oh yeah, well if you can handle it, yeah, let's do it. You know? I was like, all right, cool. So pretty much I go there one day and I talk to the guy, and you make a deal with the guy, right? And he says, but I'm gonna need so many months to get out. And I'm like, that's fine. Like, you know, it's not like we were in a rush too to get. I mean, that person's paying, so. But this is a cash for keys. It's I mean, you guys might trip out, but this is a cash for keys for a mobile home. So this is not like your average cash for keys that he's a tenant and get out. I get my apartment back, I fix it up, and then I go rent it out again at market rents. This is a mobile home, so it's actually I'm buying the mobile home for the cash for keys, right? Which means I'm getting a screaming deal, right? A screaming deal. So, there we go. So then, which means that when I get this person out, anybody who continues to be there is going to be paying market rents on the lot rent. So just to give you an idea, this person is paying, I believe, $330 per month to live in the park. He owns the house. And when I get him out, I pretty much pay for him to get out, but I keep the trailer. And he's going to move, and he's happy he was there for 8 years. And I keep pretty much get the trailer, and pretty much the market rents, whatever I want to do with it. But let's say I take it over. Let's say it's mine now, right? Then I'll be paying market rents, which is it's in the city. It's market rents. We're gonna put it at $575, right? It's probably about $600, but the park needs a little work. So if you do $575, then that's that's good. You know what? I'm thinking, I should probably tell them, let's do like $600. I think they will be happy if I tell them, hey, let's do $600. But yeah, you know what? I'm gonna tell them that it's a new year. 2024 is here. If you do a rent raise, if it was $575, just an example, last year, because I got my numbers like mid-year last year or sooner, then yeah, I mean, it's gonna be over 600 now. So let's call it 600. I'm gonna tell them. I'm just thinking about it right now while I'm making the video. I'm telling you know what, market rent is 600 for that lot. And let's say the lot's currently living around the area. Let's say it's a little bit more, 600, 620. Let's just say. Well, at this mobile home park, because it's not so nice as the other ones, we're gonna call it 600 per month, right? All right. So we got the 600 lot rent. The value for the mobile home park owner, which is them, is that the tenant is gonna be paying 600. So now you do a multiplier, and it tells you how much that mobile home park is now worth because of the new lot rent, right? Because you gotta multiply that. It's not like, oh yeah, I'm only making a few $100 more. No, the whole point of it is like it's worth a lot more now. So and now when you sell it, then that park, you get more money for it, right? So that's the whole point of like doing cash for keys, is putting market rents, and the property is valued more. That's just the way it is when it comes to multifamily. It's not just regular residential stuff. It's different, right? So, anyways, you can, if I take it over, which I'm thinking I am. I just started thinking about it today. You know what? My 2 days ago, my deal fell apart, and it's like, you know what? I have time and money to like do something else aside from what I'm trying to do already. So then I was like, you know what? I'll just probably take it over, and 90% chance I'll just take it over. I'll get the house. I'll put like 25 grand in it and flip it. But anyway, so you do that, and you in my experience already, I already have contractors that I trust. I already know how, where to get things, and I already know how like the whole system works, and there's already trust involved with my contractor. So it's like, why not? I already have everything. Everything's already there. So, and it's easy for me to do it anyways. So then if I do that, then I'll just, sell it and I'll make money, right? So what you do is, in this case, the way the business works is you get the mobile home for super dirt cheap. You fix it up and then you sell it for like, whatever you want to sell it for, right? I really don't know the numbers yet. I mean, I've had people tell me what the values are. I had a different idea for being cheaper. They say it's more expensive. So I don't know exactly what numbers will end up at when it comes to the sale. But the point is, the way you sell it is, you market it for sale, and then someone's gonna have a down payment. So then let's say it's worth, I don't know, let's say it's $60,000, right? $60,000 once it's all done. And then they come with, let's say, I got like, I don't know, $15,000 or whatever, $20,000. Let's call it $20,000, right? I got $20,000 to buy this house. Okay, so you got $20,000, and then you got $40,000 left over. And so what you do is you create a note. It's a note it's pretty much the same thing as a mortgage, but a mortgage is held by a company, and you got laws and rules. A note is held by a private party, pretty much a person, and so like the tenant will pay you. So like it's kind of like you become the bank, right? So then you'll charge them the max, right? The max is in California 10% interest, and so you put the $40,000 on 10% interest every month. They're gonna pay you that, and then they're gonna pay also the lot rent. So you can put it all in one payment, or you can do split it however you guys feel comfortable. And do you trust the person to pay the lot rent? And so yeah, the bigger the down payment, the better. You're just safer. Let's just say I'm all in. Let's just call it 30 grand, right? If I'm all in 30 grand, and let's say I get my down payment of 30,000, then they owe me 30,000. Then pretty much like you already got your money back. You're safe already. You just have a note of 30,000, and they just pay you extra money, right? Every single month, plus 10% interest. And then the thing is, so the tenant lives there, and they're paying the $600 a month for the lot rent, and the mobile home park owner wins, and then now you as a flipper wins also, make money. So these deals come out sometimes. I've never done a mobile home like that. I actually gave away mobile homes in my park. By the way, the reason they came to me and asked me if I can help them is because I own a mobile home park, and I actually don't care about the homes. I will give them away, and that's what I did over there at my place. And I got tenants for many years already paying me, and they're very good tenants. And so anyways, over here in California is way more expensive. I mean, my place over there in out of state, those homes are not worth much, right? But out here they're worth a lot. Like I said, like if it's done 60,000 minimum, I would say it's probably worth more. I just need to talk to more people about the values. I talked to one person. They say, "Oh yeah, it's worth 100,000." I'm like, man, what the hell? For a single item mobile home? I don't know. It's I think that's a lot, but that person has a lot of experience doing it, and has done it over and over. So I might take that word for it. I don't know yet. I'm barely in the beginning stages of checking that thing out. But again, the whole thing is opportunity. So this is the way it ties into the tire shop, right? So you work hard every single day, every single week. You become profitable, like I was talking about. And so if I get this deal, let's just say I get it, right? I have my contractor work on it. The way I do it is this. So you have your contractor work every single week. Let's say he makes around $2,000 a week. with 1 or 2 guys. I don't know exactly how many guys he would work, but the point is getting a lot of stuff done. Just an average, just like out here, you know, that's what things cost. And out here, from what he's done work for my stuff, give or take, on average, I usually give him like $2,000 a week for working on the construction. But he does everything, like he does like all these skills. Like he can do roofs, he can do like cement, block walls, all kinds of stuff like that, right? And it's all included in the same price, right? But anyways, he gives me a price per job. Like if I say, okay, how much is this thing gonna cost me, just labor only? He'll say $15,000, and then all right, how long is it gonna take me? Oh, it's gonna take about, let's say, a month, right? And it's like, okay, or a month and a half, whatever it is. And I'm like, okay, well, I divide that for like 4 weeks or 6 weeks or whatever. It comes out to like $2,000 a month or whatever it is. Every week he'll come to me and I'll pay him. Every week he'll work, get a lot of things done, and I'll pay him. He'll come, he'll do a lot of work, and next week he'll come to me and then I'll pay him. Like, it's safe both ways. At the same time, he's getting income every single week. You know, in California, I mean, everything's expensive, right? And I'm getting a lot of work done at the same time. It's giving me a lot of value of when it's all done. I want to make the most amount of money out of everybody, right? So, you know, it's not that much compared to like what I'm gonna make. Just an example, right? But the whole point is, he comes, I'm working, I'm making money at the tire shop. I'll pay him on whenever he comes on the weekend, and then he's happy, I'm happy. Next week I come to work, I start selling tires. He goes to work, he starts doing construction stuff, and then in a week he'll come again. I'll give him another $2,000 or whatever the amount is, right? Whatever type of job I'm doing. And then when it comes to the construction materials, we usually go to Home Depot. And so he'll go to Home Depot and he'll use my credit card, and on my credit card he'll charge all the parts and stuff. And at the same time, like on the emails, I get my receipts. So that thing works 2 ways. One, I can see what he bought at Home Depot, and then 2, I can save all the receipts for the end of the year to put on my taxes. So I have a very good way of keeping track of my expenses, right? And then I go visit once in a while, like, I don't know, every 2 weeks or 3 weeks, whatever. I go visit what he's done already, and I see all the materials and stuff and all that. By the way, I don't really have to do that. He's like real close to friends of mine, and he does. I don't have to like see, oh yeah, he's using those materials and he's gonna use it in another job and all that stuff. I don't. That's not the things I gotta worry about in life. I gotta worry about other things. I don't gotta worry about that. Anyway, so then once he's done, then you know, pay him off, and then I get my done unit, and at the same time when it's getting done, I'm marketing it. I'm putting it on OfferUp. I'm putting it on Facebook Marketplace. I'm putting it on Facebook groups for sale. I got this home. It's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. It's gonna cost you whatever, $60,000, right? And seller financing available. And then you get all these people hit up, and then you're gonna look for, you know, okay, I like this person. He got a good job. Let me see the finances. You get the bank statements. Make sure he has the money. Make sure that he has been saving every single week. And then if you can tell, like, he does make enough to pay the lot rent and the and at the same time you do a background check and all that. Make sure you vet that person very, very good. If you need help, you can use a property manager to help you out and watch out. Oh, watch this. I don't like it because of this. I don't like it because, oh, this person's really good. You know, here you go. Let's do the deal, right? And then you write up a contract. So then you have this contract, and it says, okay, this person is gonna, you know, buy it or whatever. And then you go to it's called out here. It's called the in Riverside County, HUD. What is it called? Housing Urban Development. Pretty much that's where you register mobile homes. So you have the DMV, right? The DMV, you register cars, and HUD is where you register mobile homes. So right there, they can register their name, and you do the whole like note, and you know all that stuff gets recorded. So if one day they don't pay, you gotta take them to court, and you get your house back, and then they lose everything they already paid you. If they do that, if they continue, they can pay you off early. If they have like, oh yeah, tax time, they pay you, here's your money, they give you an extra whatever, or they just do the whole, if it's like a 10-year or a 15-year or a 30-year loan, whatever it is, then they'll just pay you forever until like it's all totally paid off, right? But the whole point is like this stuff happens. It's an opportunity. Once you're out there doing deals, or once you're out there meeting people, this kind of stuff comes out. And I had no plans of doing this, home, right? But like it was like, okay, I'm looking for like a $500,000 property. I'm not looking for like something small at the moment. But I got nothing, so like I'm just gonna probably do this deal and then just like make money there. But it is what it is, man. Just making money, right? It's like we make money here, make money there, and you got a new project, and it's like it's a lot better than not doing nothing. Trust me, I've been there too. When I got nothing going on in the past many years ago, and it's like my money is just adding up, and money just adding up, and it's like, man, this just sucks. And so like now knowing the things that I know, it costing you a lot of money doing that because it's a huge opportunity cost. Number one thing, inflation is eating away at your money every single day, week, every single year. But the more important one that costs even more than that is your opportunity cost. So if you could have, done something easy like this, like to me this is pretty easy. It's not hard. Like my stuff I do with my properties it's harder than this. But to do something like this, it's gonna make me, I don't know, whatever amount of money, like 30 grand or whatever it is. Well, in that time, I lost 30 grand if I don't do something like this. Just an example. Like if I would have done a bigger deal, I would have made more money, which that was my goal. I'm not gonna do that no more. I gotta wait a little bit of time to do that. But if I find something like this, I have something like this, it's just, money sitting on the table, they call it, then I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna do it, knock it out, and make some money. So you'll be hearing me with my latest news progress if I do get this for myself and just do this project and help them out, help myself out, and help a new homeowner, because this is gonna be for somebody who's gonna purchase a home that they're gonna be a homeowner now. Yeah, it's gonna be quite interesting. And I just came to a conclusion pretty much today. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna knock it out, and I'm going there tomorrow, and I'm gonna do the whole cash for keys thing. But that's how it is, man. Tire shop. And, oh, by the way, so I was saying, that I was charging the Home Depot credit card for the materials, so I'm paying directly for the materials. My contractor, he does the labor, I pay him. He's gone, right? Let's say it's like 5 weeks. He's paid off. He's done. I have the house ready. I have a credit card balance, let's just call it. I can, pay it off every single week when I'm getting the charges, or I can pay it off when it's all done, or I can just not pay it off until like later, until like I sell the house or whatever, however we want to do it. I like to pay it off as soon as I can, but that's how the way I do it, and it's very simple. It doesn't get complicated, because just think about it. If they get the materials and they get the labor, then it gets all mixed up. They charge you a whole bunch. You're like, oh shit, man, they charge you a lot. But if it's just like, okay, labor only, I'm only gonna pay you labor. That's it. How much labor? I'm gonna charge you this much. Okay, let's do it. And then I take care of all the costs of the material. Then it's very clear when you get that email from Home Depot. This cost for this cost for that. It comes out to whatever. That's that, and that's that. Very clear. It's all done with real estate. It's a beautiful thing. But that's how I use my tire shop for building. And listen, again, it's usually I do one thing at a time, one property at a time, one unit at a time, because I have that one guy. The one guy is super solid. So he's actually been working for me like all year long last year, kind of like, well, this year. I always say last year, but this year, like, it's kind of been like all year long he's been working for me. And I got in so much, like my properties are worth a lot more now. The income is growing. It grew, I'm sorry. They're cash flowing a lot more now. And that's how you do business with real estate, with using the tire shop. And so hopefully this helps some people. And I know like a lot of you guys are watching me from like other parts of the country. So these mobile homes are even way cheaper, and there's a lot more available out in other states than there is in Cali. Out here in Cali, it's like it is what it is, man. The mobile home parks are all filled, and it's hard to get deals like that. If you work really hard, you can get them, but in reality, out of state, there's way more homes and way cheaper, and you can do a lot more deals than I can here. And when it comes to that type of real estate deal, you can do a lot more out there than here is what I'm trying to say. And a lot cheaper, by the way. And it works exactly the same way. And you can charge more interest. Right here we have laws against, I don't think other states, there's laws of how much interest you can charge. But out here we have a cap of 10%. Anyways, if you want to learn more about this, look up Lonnie Deals. It's called Lonnie Deals by a guy named Lonnie Scruggs. I'm not saying it's the best way to go when it comes to real estate investing. To me, it's one of like, it's just something you do on the side, like I'm just telling you right now. But in reality, directly investing in real estate is gonna make you a lot more money. But anyways, Lonnie Scruggs is the guy who created this system. If you want to look that up, he was, I don't know where he's from. I don't think he's from California. I think he's from somewhere else. But I just explained to you very simple the way it works. And he made a business, and everybody knows him about this. He is the guy he's the known guy for this. And again, I know some people that do it, and I'm not a fan of it. But I'll do it just because I got it right there. But anyways, you can make money that way too. No problem at all. Nothing bad about it. It's just another way to make money, right? All right, guys. I'm gonna let you guys go. I'll see you next time. Mamba out.